The legend of Frankenstein is known throughout the world, as recorded by Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley in her classic novel. How more than 2 centuries
So as not to repeat the mistake of your infamous ancestor, follow my instructions. If my theory and technique are correct, the brain, once transplanted and reactivated, should retain all the memories, skills, and feelings of its former owner. I remain your colleague, Dr. Irma Reichman. Dr. Irma Reichman.
Frog of Frankenstein, the other children call me. My teacher, Master Thomas, the self-styled man of faith, told me that I was born with this twisted body because of your sin, Cousin Victor. Because of what you did a century ago. But not this time. No murders, no revenge, no horror. In addition to your notes, I also have Irma's. When my Adonis awakens and takes his first breath, they will see that basically you were right. And respect the name of Frankenstein once again. There's only one vital component that is lacking. Just one. Good.
Again, Dr. Frankenstein. I appreciate your regarding my knowledge, skills, experience, and reputation concerning the human brain with such high esteem. Please continue our correspondence. For now, I remain your colleague and friend, Dr. Irma Reichmann. Mein Liebling Gregor, your self-description reads so incongruous with the beauty of your written words. If only we could meet, but my health precludes that from happening. Oh, Gregor, the cancer has taken its toll. If only circumstances had been different, we might have shared a love, one of mind more than body. But fate can be capricious and cruel. I have already taken measures to ensure that my one properly functioning organ be willed to you. Study it. Use it. If you need to, experiment with it. In that way, we will remain together. Goodbye for now, dein Liebling, Irma.
I love you too.
Yes, husband. What? You say you have it? I'll be right over.
Nothing like a good apple, I say, at least so the worms get at it, if you know what I mean.
Professor Hans Brudecker. How well I remember the day you booted me out of the university for my ideas. Heresy, blasphemy, you called them. Ugh.
Smartest man in Bavaria, so they tell me, present company excluded.
Yeah.
Kicked the bucket just this morning after his first class, right there on the stairs.
Was it Bre?
Bad ticker. Never came close to bumping the old noggin on his way down. Herr Frankenstein.
Sorry, I'm not as rich as my late cousin.
I can see this here one's special. And you know the risks I've been taking for the likes of you. So, as they say, business before pleasure.
What the?
Oh, I'm so sorry, madame.
Out of all the clumsy.
Please?
Oh. How's business?
Like always, Gertrude. Good evening, my heart.
Good happen.
You should pick me. You should take both of us.
Maybe just...
My pretty frau to keep you warm tonight.
Helga! My beautiful Helga. Fräulein Helga. Now, what's wrong with you?
I'm back tomorrow.
Oh, my marks are
Maybe.
good. Huh? I don't care too
Don't
much.
touch me. Come on.
Don't you touch her!
Was? You Vollidiot!
What is it, Howard?
I'm assuming you haven't heard Dr. Frankenstein.
Heard what? Speak up, man. It's the middle of the night.
Nasty fire at the music hall during a rehearsal. So hot, it melted the door locks. Poor babies. They must regret their decision to leave Paris. Well, there are one or two exceptions.
Herman, my creation. Herman, don't you know me? What I've done for you? For us? Oh, your vocal cords. They won't function for a while. They need time to heal. You're young again. Perfect in every way. Oh, what is it? The scars? Don't worry. It won't be long until they're healed also. I've seen to that. Herman, don't you know me? It's Gregor. I don't understand. The brain should be functioning perfectly. Don't you recognize me? Huh? You do recognize me. Oh, my love.
The Great Death. It's the plague that rots the flesh.
Should you really be doing that?
Now, please, Sylvie, don't lecture me anymore. This is everything I need to calm my nerves.
I know, Elsa, but it's just the thought of my skin turning gray and withering.
I know.
Oh, forgive us for Frankenstein.
Oh, we didn't mean anything.
It's all right. I learned to cope with tragedy.
Oh, as have I.
And still no cure. I wonder if our village will ever be rid of the curse.
Yes, before it puts us all in our graves.
My husband's head is carried by the wind.
Oh, well, no matter what the cause is, one can't be too careful.
Every night when I go to bed with the dread that when I awaken in the morning, beside my dear Claus.
Or look into the mirror.
Oh.
Well, I must be off now. I've got my chores to do.
We'll see you later, Frau Frankenstein, at the funeral.
Yeah, so we'll be there for you. Good day, Frau Frankenstein. Good day.
Hello? Who? Oh, hello, Vincent.
I wish to express my condolences, Frau Frankenstein, for your loss.
Danke. I know that you and my late husband weren't exactly friends, but
That's not my main reason for calling. It's about the ring.
The ring? You want to buy it?
With all due respect, Frau Frankenstein, your husband has no further use for it. And I, on the other hand, well, just name your figure.
I'm sorry, Vincent, but the ring is not for sale at any cost. You see, it was Helmut's request that we...
You did what?
bed already. No need to wake the dead. Although that is an intriguing idea. Who is it?
It is I, Vincent.
Ah, Vincent. Come in, come in. Come to see my latest treasure, huh? Smuggled in from South America just 3 days ago. Handsome, wasn't he? But I must say he's looking a mite better than you of late. What's the matter, my friend?
Johann, I've come to speak with you about a matter of grave importance.
Grave? I'm interested. Which calls for a libation. Here we are, my friend. The best Amontillado that Franks can buy. It will do you good. Put some color back in those cheeks. Although I dare say, you look like you could benefit also from a thick steak and potatoes.
Just wine, thank you.
And now, my friend, perhaps you can explain this pale countenance and those trembling hands. You look like you've seen a ghost.
No ghost. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein? Oh, you mean your former neighbor, not the monster that his famous ancestor is supposed to have stitched together. But Herr Frankenstein lies moldering in his grave. At least last I heard he was.
What I'm compelled to tell you begins when Herr Frankenstein was very much alive. Alive, despised, and feared. Herr Frankenstein, my neighbor, was...
Don't our poor neighbor, Helmut. Vincent means no harm.
Vincent is an idiot. What with all his precious jewels. Everyone in this town is an idiot. My God, I wish we had never left Geneva.
You've forgotten already, husband, that we didn't leave by choice.
Idiots are everywhere.
All right, forget about Vincent. It's you I'm worried about.
Are you really? Concerned that I'll outlive you? Concerned you'll never get to spend that incredible fortune you married me for? That I'll get strong and vigorous and stay that way forever? Victor was right in studying the ancient alchemists, as well as men of science. Paracelsus. Yes! I can feel it already. In every blood vessel, muscle, nerve. I feel...
Buried alive. Interesting. Unless, of course, Herr Frankenstein's potion actually worked.
I heard his heartbeat. It was maddening.
Probably your imagination. Or your guilty conscience.
But such strength, that was no imagination. It was superhuman, supernatural.
Well, I thank you for your generous gift, old friend. You know, I once almost acquired an authentic Hand of Glory back when I lived in Arkham. But those pesky government officials, they don't always appreciate such treasures.
Don't let it touch your bare skin.
Oh, of course. No, I plan to preserve it and display it under glass. So, now that Herr Frankenstein's wonder drug seems to have run its course, let's celebrate.
If you don't mind it, it's morning. I should be on my way.
I understand you want to get home. Admire your prize, perhaps pose with it in front of the mirror, huh? As one collector to another, I understand perfectly.
It was rude and uncalled for.
It was nothing, Frau Frankenstein.
You know, I really did love Helmut. He's a brilliant mind. I'm sure you know by now the tragic news about your friend.
Johann?
Oh, so you don't know. I'm sorry. It appears as though it wasn't just a pestilence that claimed your friend's life. There were marks on the throat, finger marks, as though strangled by the hand possessing great strength.
Frankenstein! I gladly give it back, but... Ah! Ah!
Out of the past, phantoms of a world gone by, speak again the immortal tale, Frankenstein.
Be warned, you doctors and scientists who come after me. Be warned that man must not experiment with the secrets of life. This creature will live.
You're trying to play God, Victor. It's heresy.
It's science.
He's hideous.
Yes, he's hideous.
Have you any idea what kind of horror you've let loose in England?
Put that knife down, Professor!
No, I can't let... Ooh! Oh, he's got me in the clutch of his hand.
Now, what do you expect of me?
A companion. A woman of the same species. One who will be my friend. This being you must create.
No, I'll not do it.
God darn it!
Hello? Hello?
The setup seemed familiar. I recalled similar situations that Lamont Karnstein and Sam Spade found themselves in on the radio. Well, if it was good enough for them, at least the outside looked friendly enough.
How may I help you?
Where'd they find you? Central Casting? Sorry to bother you so late, but my jalopy's engine died. That storm's about to break any second.
Wait here. I will speak with the owner of the house. Perhaps you may stay the night.
Didn't this guy know Halloween was over? I felt like I was one of the East Side kids about to meet Bela Lugosi. Hey, can I just use your phone? Maybe there's a local gas station.
I'm sorry, sir, but the phone is dead. But if you will wait here.
At least he didn't say, walk the Gambo. Where's Larry and Shemp? I couldn't help but notice the Yeah, you could say that.
That portrait is one of my most prized possessions. You know who that is?
What is this, 20 questions? Give me a hand. Dorian Gray, second cousin, once removed. The guy reminded me of Boris Karloff. Somehow, as I started to get drowsy, I was getting the feeling that I was about to be removed.
That's Victor Frankenstein, one of the most brilliant scientists the world has ever known, and a great inspiration to me.
That's so. I always thought Frankenstein was just some guy in the movies who got mixed up with Abbott Costello.
I'm told I bear a striking resemblance to Victor. Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
Anvil. Jack Anvil. P.I. At your service. Mr.
Mortality. Dr. Mortality. At your service, Mr. Anvil.
I didn't like the sound of that name. Mortality. It reminded me of death. And that map of his, like some loony from the pages of Black Mask or Weird Tales. But at that moment, what I thought of this bargain basement Karloff didn't seem to matter.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is he the one?
The one you've been waiting for? Waiting so long for, my dearest?
Dearest, you three? You're with this creep? All three?
Yes, 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 my lovelies. He'll do just nicely.
Nicely? Do what nicely? Something wasn't right with this setup. I knew that, rain or not, I had to make a beeline out of here. Just a few well-aimed shots with my licensed .38 snub nose and I'd be free and out of this madhouse. But Mr. Michael Finn had already done his dirty work.
You can't escape, Mr. Anvil. The drug that enemy gave you will immobilize you for hours. That'll give me just enough time to perform the operation. Rugamba, it's time.
As you wish.
Although I couldn't move, the gray matter in my noggin still worked like gangbusters. Besides, the dolls seemed to be on my team. Maybe they'd grab my heat and bail me out of this insane asylum. Yeah, maybe. So, maybe the China dolls didn't go for me as much as I thought. It wasn't the first time my hunch was a little bit off, or I'd been given a double cross by some good-looking dame. But I was getting the sneaky suspicion that this might be the last. I was beginning to wonder if this craziness was just a nightmare. The result of that pastrami sandwich and dill pickle that cute waitress served me back at the diner. But if that was the case, Jack Anvil, Private Gumshoe, wasn't laughing. I was finally starting to get it. That, crazy as this seemed, this was no gosh darn joke.
You're wasting your time, Mr. Mr. Anvil. But I suppose you're entitled to an explanation. Gargantus was a gift from Gambo's tribe. I see that my pet likes you. But I must apologize for his uncouth behavior. You see, he's hungry, and I've been too busy the last few hours to feed my little pet.
Little pet? More like King Kong's big brat. If I ever needed an assist from Clyde Beatty, this was it. I hope that what they said about gorillas being vegetarians was true.
But after he's fed, he's really quite harmless. I do hope you like Gargantus as much as he likes you, because Gargantus is going to be your new home. Victor Frankenstein, whose portrait you so admired, once created a living human being by assembling parts of corpses and then bringing it alive. It's come to be known as Frankenstein's monster. Simply put, Mr. N, I'm going to remove your brain, your living brain, and transfer it into the head of my ape. After the operation, you're going to be neither man nor ape, but my creation, mine, capable of human thoughts and reasoning, with the strength and power of a Hercules. Oh, what scientific knowledge that we're going to glean from this experiment. Don't worry, Mr. Anvil. I'll be merciful. You'll sleep soundly, painlessly, mercifully. But only for a while.
The guy was Section 8. But the reason for his nuttiness wasn't my problem. There I was, like some poor stiff in a mortuary, waiting for the undertaker to go to work.
Pleasant dreams. And
then the world disappeared. I may have dreamed of the three Annas, maybe more. All of us marooned on some remote island, with them all decked out like Maria Montez or Dottie L'Amour.
Hi, Dad.
And me, the only guy around for thousands of miles. I wasn't paralyzed anymore. But moving wasn't easy. As if I'd put on weight like some fatso let loose in an all-you-can-eat bakery. My head ached. There was an empty rumbling in my gut. reminding me of the gunfire I heard in Normandy back in '44. Then I remembered every confounded gosh darn detail. I felt like I needed a haircut, and I was hungry. And so was Gargantus. It also finally sunk in that those Annababes really didn't have a thing for me after all. But what did they see in Dr. Mortality? Guess I will never understand the opposites. Gender. Or should that be species? Yeah, I was hungry. Or Gargantus was. Maybe the food wasn't a brown derby T-bone. But somehow, I was like a starving man at a free smorgasbord. And yeah, I'd become vegetarian. And you know, as long as Dr. Mortality and his loony crew continued to feed me and occasionally clean out my mess, what more can any ape, human brain or not, ask for? So as far as Jack Anvil, former PI, was concerned, the case of the Madhouse of Death was closed. But only one thing I still couldn't understand. Those 3 China dolls, they really were that creep's girlfriends? Heck, I should have got more chummy with that waitress back at the diner. I knew she liked me.
Victor Frankenstein, let your immortal spirit guide my
the States.
Tell me, Carl, the castle I saw on my way to the village this afternoon, might you know if it's for purchase?
Probably is, but you'll have to talk to the mayor. Nobody's lived in that ancient dump for over 100 years, and nobody even goes near it. Too many old rumors.
Perfect. Splendid.
You're not thinking of buying that old eyesore? Replenish.
To think that locals say this place was once home to a den of vampires. Very hard to believe. I mean, we're not living in 19th century Transylvania. You see, my friend, I deal only in fact, not idiotic superstition.
You know, some idiots still believe like the old legends and they refuse to go near this place.
Good. Then they won't pester me when I work, will they?
But doctor, you still haven't told me what kind of work.
Our last of this vintage. I'm sorry.
Then alas, this will have to be our final drink of the evening. Dorina, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Beautiful name.
Thank you. Okay, well, you boys enjoy.
You're going to rob graves? Hey, don't worry, doctor. No other customers to overhear you past sunset.
American chicks, as you say. Especially if you had the money, the notoriety. Well, my friend, colleague, are you with me?
Replenish. What if somebody sees us?
Who, Carl? All the townspeople hiding in their homes from vampires? I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't feel right
Quit
here.
whining and get on with it.
What are you doing here?
And who might you be, sir, visiting a cemetery at this late hour?
The caretaker of these sanctified grounds, if it's any of your business. More important, don't you know where you are?
Yes, in a musty tomb in an old graveyard.
What else is there to know?
This isn't just any graveyard. Its ground is hallowed. Sanctified long ago. Don't you understand? This is where it all began. What are you doing?
I don't get what's so cool about this.
About what, Carl?
This. Seems like regular dirt to me.
Well, I'm afraid a geological analysis will have to wait its turn. As did Victor Frankenstein, we'll use only the best, most appropriate parts. Strongest arms, most powerful torso, and so forth. Well, what are you just standing there for, boy? We've much work to do. Careful with that, Carl. If there's any damage and I have to send to London for replacement, it will set our work back considerably. Those vintage pieces are irreplaceable, you know.
But even though I don't really approve what you're doing, you've done a very cool job. Time to replenish.
No, Carl. We have done a very cool job. But your contribution to this project is far from over yet. You see, I need one more important component for my creation.
Surely, one of those stiffs must have...
No. The brain needs to be fresh, healthy. The brain of someone recently dead.
How are you gonna... No. I won't be involved in another murder.
You won't have to be, Carl. At least not in the way you think. Thing.
Years. Another cemetery violated. Graves open. Tombs desecrated. The bodies, God knows where. Sorry, Father Flores. And now poor Radu, murdered.
We can't go to the police or the security with just that.
We do what our forefathers did. Karnstein moved into a castle once occupied by the undead. Tonight is a full moon. It's said that a full moon can revive the undead, even after they've been put to rest.
Aye, that's what the legends say.
There's one tonight.
Maybe this Dr. Karnstein is one of those foul creatures.
Yes, I say he's a vampire.
Well, we know how to deal with them.
No, that would be murder, a grave sin. Our forebears did not take such blasphemous steps. An archbishop consecrated the ground.
What if it's been unsanctified, desecrated?
No, I can't condone this. I can't be a part of it.
We'll discuss it later, Father, in the confessional.
Yeah!
Say I'm crazy, but I can't miss this. Ladies, take over from me.
She's not leaving me behind.
Well, me neither.